What's cracking, everyone? It's your boy SchmuckuloN, and it's been a while. It has been 18 solid months since I did my last video, and I had to take a sabbatical. I had to take a lengthy time away to make a few re-evaluations of my life. I had to deal with a little bit of drama, away from all, from the public light. I had to deal with some personal bullshit. And, I had to make a few reassessments in my life just to make myself a little bit more better. Just to make myself a little bit more mentally sound. And things haven't been easy this past 18 months. Things haven't been easy, at all. And, I won't get too much into it, but I've had to make some serious changes to the way I think as well. And I think it you kind of have to look at it from this side of the coin. Being a bitter asshole all your life, it's not good. I mean, it's not good. But I'll leave it to another video. I'll record a video about it a bit more in depth. So that will come out very soon, and just to say I'm back, I'm in good spirits, I'm not dead, I didn't go to prison, I'm fine, I'm all good in the kingdom. But anyway, let's get into this video, shall we? Let's get into this one. Now, I'm a big fan of Rick and Morty. I have been a big fan of it since season 1, and it was really funny. It's a very good show. It's actually a pretty decent show. It's got a cult following too. And I love the show. It's a great show. Now, if you're a fan of Justin Roiland, I suggest you look into this. I stopped losing respect for the guy once the charges of him being done for domestic violence and false imprisonment came to light. I thought, okay, this has come to light, and I think Adult Swim have done him wrong. And I thought, okay, he was going to beat this. He was going to beat the charges because there are some circumstances around this as well, which could easily be brought to light. But now, all respect I have completely lost for the guy. I have lost all respect for Justin Roiland. Now, why have I lost respect for Justin Roiland? Well, here is a Reddit of a compilation of texts to minors. And let's just say it right here, it's not fucking good, at all. Now, this was posted, this was brought to light 19 days ago. This was brought to light nearly 3 weeks ago. And why did no one talk of this until him getting arrested for domestic violence and him getting fired from Adult Swim? Why did no one speak about this? Why did none of this be brought to light? Because this goes back pretty fucking far. I think this goes back to as far as at least 2015. There's also claims of workplace harassment and sexual harassment in the workplace, and also creating a toxic work environment as well. Let's throw that in there for good measure, because there are some messages that him propositioning one of his female staff members as well. I'm not going to say who, but suffice to say there's a bunch of texts in here. So this is where it gets very, very, very serious. Alright, now, this is Justin's Tinder account. Let's blow this up, shall we? Let's blow this up. Yeah, see, that's his Tinder account. Someone did a screenshot of that. And they were quite close by too. They were quite close by too. So their GPS location was like 3 miles away from Justin Roiland. Wow. Holy fuck. Yeah, here we go. It says, yes, it's actually me. Yes, I co-created Rick and Morty. I'm at PAX for my video game looking for cool, weird, fun people to meet. I'm sure you do. I'm sure you do. So there's that, you know, there's that whole thing, that whole chestnut. And then let's blow this one up. I think we can see the full image here. And we're going to expand that. Here we go. It says, I am not primarily experienced. This person seems underage. I mean, I don't really want to, I don't really want to, don't really want to make assumptions, but they said I'm not overly experienced. I don't know what that, I think that's overly, I'm not sure. I think it's overly experienced. I've never been in a consensual situation. Wow, that seems a bit young, doesn't it? That screams out young one. I've only ever been used, and I'm a bit lost. I want to own my sexuality, but now I'm afraid of being objectified, and things are very hard for me. Wow. Okay. This is what Justin said. I know that's heartbreaking. You know what? You'll get to own it and enjoy it. You just need to be with someone who puts your pleasure at the same level as theirs. Okay. Not gonna lie, I have kinks around what you just said. But I also am so focused on my partner's pleasure, often above my own. Well, that doesn't seem a little bit weird, doesn't it? That seems a little bit weird. Obviously, this person is very inexperienced, and obviously they're very young. I don't think this person, in this chat conversation is of that age. But who knows? It's very hard to say at this point. It's very hard to say. So we're going to go into the next one. And expand it. They said I got sent this, and they said no, I don't know what they showed. I think it would have been a dick pic or some shit. They said, I think Justin said it's some troll. I've known about it for a while. It's total bullshit. I just don't want to get doxed. That's dumb. Here we go. They should focus on changing the age of consent laws. Really? It's like, you won't. It's some kid, I'm sure of it. And the person just went, okay. Okay. And they said, maybe defend me. It's fucking insane. Obviously, shit's not looking good for Justin boy. For the old boy, Justy boy. But anyway, moving right along. And I'll see the full image again. I don't know what they said for sending this. Now we have this person threatening people. That should close this up finally. This person is so stupid, man. I want to know who it is so bad. My gut tells me it's some dipshit that doesn't even know me. And they said, and the response said, yeah, I just want to say that I never would want to say anything or hurt you or be a part of that in any way. But also that sexual stuff that happened with us was not handled by you in the best way. And I just want you to take that into account for future dates. I know it was not black or white, but verbal consent is very important. Okay. That's got me very intrigued now. That's got me very, very intrigued. I want to know who this person is. Yeah, that seems very nefarious. And, Actually, hold on. Here we are. I think here we go. There's a bit more. Yeah, and they said, shit, yeah. I think Justin said, shit, yeah, I didn't. I'm really sorry. Fuck. But yeah, that was a bit of an anticlimactic one. I think that was just a response to Justin. I think that was just a respond. Here we go. Here we go. Here's another one. Here we go. Yeah, shit, yeah, I didn't. I'm really sorry. Fuck, that's not cool at all. Jesus. That is not me whatsoever. I mean, I literally didn't get consent. Well, this is what they said. This is what they said. Here we go. I mean, after you said that you thought it turned me on to be forced, I didn't think it was your exact word, into it, and I told you that I would have preferred it didn't happen. Oh, Jesus Christ, I'm really sorry. No, I was not. I was like not consenting. I was saying no and other things, but not very forcefully. So he raped a girl. So he raped a girl. Oh dear. Oh dear. I mean, so judging by these texts, and I'm just hyperbolizing at the moment. I'm just looking back at this situation. I'm just looking back on this aftermath. She said, I mean, after you said that you thought it turned me on to be forced, I don't think it was your exact word, into it, and I told you that I would have preferred it didn't happen. So he basically forced his so he basically didn't get consent, so it was non-consensual sex. So she was like, no, I was not consenting, like I was saying no and other things, but not very forcefully. So she was saying no, so he was raping her. Okay, not good. Oh dear. Oh dearie me. Okay, here we go. There's another one here. I'll expand this one again. Here we go. And she was like, I think this person said, I think you started it, and I think yeah, this is Justin Roiland. I'm not sure if they said, well, it said, I think you started it, and they said, fair enough. For the record, I was probably hitting on you. And I think this is Justin. And they asked, can I ask you a personal question? And they said, sure. And they said, are you into girls at all? And the person said, I'm not into any girls right now, but I won't knock out the possibility, if that makes sense. That's a pretty fucking weird question. Justin. And we'll look at this as well. Here we go. And this is... Here we go. This is what the person said. I think this is what the poster said. This person was 17 years old. Now, in America, well, in certain parts of America, the age of consent is 17, but in most parts of America, it's 18. And they said, honestly, really glad Rick and Morty is becoming the new target for ridicule, because I used to be friends with Justin Roiland and can confirm that he's a grade A creep. We became friends when I was still 17, and he would frequently try to get me to go to his private parties and hook up with him. Here we go. And Justin said, what's wrong with a weird date? Haha. It wouldn't be weirder unless if we were awkward about it. It would be fun. Don't be a homo. Unless you are a homo, and that's totally okay if you are. I have some girlfriends you might like. And I think the person said, only if I can bring people. I don't know what that person said there. But they said, hey dude, I'm going to be in Vegas on the 19th to the 22nd. I'll be at the Palms in a huge ass room. RUDTF means down to fuck. Parentheses. And yeah, they yeah. And I would interject normally, and I would interject totally normal convos with shit like this. And and Justin turned around and said, "Yeah, I just want to see your style. Lots of porn. Are you into porn?" Really? Really? Really, 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 really. Okay, here we go. And invited me to a singles party. I wanted to hook up with Alex Hirsch when I was barely about to turn 18, and I made a vague post about it on here, and he sent this. And he said, "Hey, please don't tumble the stuff about Alex. It makes him look like a sleaze." Yeah, well, he is a sleaze. "And he didn't even know I was trying to play matchmaker. Can you take the stuff down?" And it goes on to say here, "I did take it down because I thought it might hurt his reputation, and since he was gaining fame for Gravity Falls, and this was long before he had any fame for Rick and Morty. So seeing Rick and Morty explode in popularity is beyond weird to me, because just know this dude was super creepy and has probably done this with other young girls." So Rick and Morty, so Justin Roiland's been doing this for years, even before, he's been doing this before Rick and Morty. Son of a bitch. Wow. That's some fucked up shit. And here's another one. I think this is the Twitter one. I think this is... No, it's not. Hang on. Here we go. "Do you have a boyfriend? Haha, I'm not interested in men. Do you have a girlfriend?" And the person asks, "Do you have a girlfriend?" And Justin Roiland says, you're not into guys. That's kind of cool. "Yeah, I have an amazing girlfriend. You'd like her if you're into girls, unless that's not what you meant. Haha. Sorry." So yeah. Justin's trying to pass this person off onto his girlfriend. So, where's that button here? Here we go. "I'm hoping I can snag one when they release more. Basically, walking distance, yeah." Here we go. "The cool thing about the passes is they never ID once you have it. We should hang if I'm not too insanely fucked. We usually stay at the Hyatt and go to all the Adult Swim things. Yeah, totally. I'm not worried about getting in. I usually figure it out." There's probably more messages here, but yeah, this is not looking good for old Justin, ain't it? Here we go. This is another one. "So today the screenshot was sent to me by someone who knows about a situation I've been in since January 2016. Oh, fucking Jesus. This is something I've talked about a lot in the last couple of years. Although most of you aren't aware, and I've made it that way on purpose. I've been avoiding posting about this on Facebook because it feels less private than using my smaller social media accounts. I have been afraid and embarrassed and ashamed. I want everyone to know about this disgusting pervert, but I do not want to be connected with my own story. I want the people to know that he is not only a predator, but a criminal as well. I don't want to be connected. I didn't want to remind anyone that I looked up to this person and trusted him like he was a mentor. But what does that say about me if that's what I chose to look up to? Today, I know that it all means is that it continues over. This is a lengthy one. Here we go. He first messaged me on Twitter in January 2016 after following me a while before that. I was 16 years old. He had been watching my account for a while. He had even admitted to that. He had this friend, Christy, who I assume worked as a predatory scout for him, finding young girls who looked a certain way and trying to set me up for threesomes for herself and Justin. Holy shit, is she trying to be Ghislaine Maxwell or some shit now? God, he's Epsteining himself now. After briefly telling me about Christy and how he found my account through her, he sends a separate message that reads, quote, "By the way, I'm not sure if I told you this, but I think you're insanely hot." My reply was literally, "Lamau, thanks, I'm not even 18." And he just makes light of it with jokes and continues on. Like I say, that there's a lot to unpack. Not listening. I mean, there's a lot of things to unpack. I gotta see if I can find the whole Twitter thing. I was not listening. No, at first I was like, wow, this dude's cool. Polyamory is cool as hell. No, it's not cool as hell. It soon becomes very clear that this man was not interested in polyamory, but instead cheaply used the term as a shield to cover up the fact that he was just your average predatory pedophile who picks out people who are barely of age, that looks as young as possible so he can live out his disgusting fantasies. Or in my case, he picks out actual high school children to groom until they are old enough that it won't make him look like too much of a problem, so he can keep flying under the radar. Anyways, long story short, to wrap this up, he ended up bringing two other young women to this Airbnb with us. He even though that was not our plan, he tried pressuring me to get drunker, but I was sobering up as I was, pressuring me to get drunker, but I was sobering up in case I needed to drive. Holy fucking Jesus. Sobering in case I needed to drive home. He randomly showed us very violent porn of his ex-girlfriend getting rammed by a huge porn star, LMFAO. He pulled it up on the TV and everything. Odd choice, but okay. Glad to see you are dealing with that breakup healthily. Heart. Skipping ahead, he asked me to kiss one of the other women. My response was quite literally, well, I was going to, but now that a man has told me, unfortunately I won't get to, because he should have known. Don't tell me what to do, especially if it's to get you off. I'll make you bleed, that's about it. Anyways, the girls were clearly there to have a raunchy night, and as soon as I picked up on that, I tried to leave. The girls were sweet. I don't know anything about them, and I'm sure that they were just out to have a good night. He was extremely weird about me leaving and kept trying over. But yeah, let's just say he's a complete degenerate. But anyway, here's what they said. If you're wondering why I'm just now publicly and aggressively speaking out about this right now, it's because yet another person recently reached out to me about the years of disgusting behavior he's portrayed and gotten away with it for too long. So yeah, here we go. We're gonna look at this one here. Alright, okay. Alright, Justin Roiland, yo, and the person said, oh hey, what are your plans for the night? And that got scrubbed out. That got scrubbed out completely. And Justin Roiland got sent, I was a child, you sick fuck. I want you to know that people are catching on to your years of messing around with young ass girls at your old nasty age. I have been in contact with many of the girls you've hurt. The truth comes out eventually, and I think it's going to be very soon. Count your fucking days. What a loser. Can't get bitches your own age, so use whatever fame you have to get with high schoolers. So yeah, this is a real true thing. Here we go. Stop supporting pedophiles. I'm not the most silent about this, but for those who do not know, Justin Roiland tried to get with me when I was still in high school. We matched on Tinder, and he knew I just turned 18, and I'm far from the only young girl he tried and succeeded at getting with. So this person was just turned 18 on Tinder. So, wow. I would like to see more of. I would like to see more of these testimonials. Actually, that's pretty fucking serious. That's actually quite serious. But anyway, I think let's see more of this. Here we go. You know that whole cam whoring thing? Well, that's true. That's very true. He was like, "That's how you do it, network. What would you do? Video game reviews and stuff like that? I bet you'd do good." And they say, "Yeah, playing games and shit." That's the person that he's talking to. It's like, here we go. But once you turn 18, you can just start cam whoring. And yeah, the person said, but then again, Max sarcasm when it comes to famong. I mean, I meant to say gaming. And they said, "Oh yeah, sorry at the airport. It's insane in the membrane." Yeah. Then once you turn 18, you could just start cam whoring. Yeah, I could see how that person just totally deflected on that sort of conversation, because Justin knew he was going to fuck himself up there. But and this is a funny thing though. This is another funny. This was back in 2015, right when Rick and Morty just got famous, like after the first season. And yeah, that's pretty fucking bad. That is really fucked up. Justin. Let's look at this image again. Here we go. Oh, here we go. Here's another zinger from Mr. Roiland himself. Is it cool being jailbait? Does the FBI follow you around arresting all the men you sleep with? What? Is this guy really fucking fucked in the head or what? Jesus fucking Christ, and I thought I was a lunatic. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. Here's another one from Mr. Roiland himself. Here we go. So fun, but I'm also jealous and also have a lot of issues with sex, unfortunately. Side face. But fuck yeah, I hope you find someone like that, and I'm sure you will. And they said, here we go. I think it's Roiland. It's not Roiland. They said you should get to a sex therapist now while you're still young. Sort that stuff out. Jealousy is going to conflict you with your kinks. And they said you're completely right, Lamau. But jealousy isn't really much of a problem with sex. It's more of an issue of trust, if that makes sense. But yeah, it's Justin fucking Roiland for you. Crumbs balls. Here we go. Let's look at this full image here. Here we go. You are great. Oh, so are you. Are you going to get Rick and Morty tattooed on your boob, licking your nipple? If not you, then who? And they said you should do it. Justin, what the fuck? Fucking Jesus Christ, man. And here we go. Here's more of his absolute fucking lunacy. Here we go. Immediately, and we should be drunk together. Can you come? Can I be sort of honest with you? Lol, never mind. Of course, Be honest, Justin. It's okay, haha. Hey, don't be cryptic, lol. Okay, you are beautiful. Are you into girls? Not trying to be a creep. Yeah, Justin, you're trying not to be a creep. You fucking loser. But yeah, that's some of his colourful text messages. Let's read some of the audience things. Let's read some of the audience things, shall we? And let's read some of the commentary on Reddit because it's pretty fucking hilarious. It's pretty hilarious. And sorry about you hearing my phone in the background. People are texting me. I'm getting text messages at the moment. Justin Roiland can still make the game in jail. Oh god, oh god. Yeah. High on life imprisonment. Oh god. Yeah, the game. I haven't played the game. I run a Mac, not a PC. But yeah, I mean, this is pretty fucking bad. Yeah, this is. Yeah, Morty. Oh jeez. Rick. I hear that you're a sex predator, Rick. Oh jeez. God damn. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ, man. It's fucking grooming. This is actually grooming, you know. God damn. Let's read his Twitter, shall we? Let's read some of his Twitter. This is on the High on Life, you know, the High on Life thing. And here we go. Ballmasters, why did you put your hands on her? There are consequences to your actions. I don't know why someone fucking said congratulations on the game. Obviously they don't read the room. Randy Berwick, basically he's unaware of the whole situation with him. Wubba lubba dub dub. Oh geez, Rick. Oh god. Fucking Jesus. Here we go. Let's read this one, shall we? Oh yeah, sorry at the airport. It's insane in the membrane. What time is it there now? 11:37. Oh no. That's... Yeah, okay. I can't read much of this. Blah 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 blah. Here we go. You should just run away from home and get into sex. What the fuck? Hang on, let me zoom that in. Hang on, let me zoom that in. What, sex slavery? Hang on, I'm going to copy this. I'm going to save this image. I'm going to save this image. I'm going to blow this up. Here we go. Alright, here we go. We got a better one. Oh yeah, sorry at the airport, blah 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 blah. You should just run away and go into sex slavery, you fucking stupid faggot bitch. And her response was, oh, you wish, you stupid bitch. Fucking Justin. You know, if this is a clear-cut case of do not meet your heroes. You know, this is a clear-cut thing of do not meet your heroes. Oh, here's a good one. Here's a good one. Here's a funny one. Here's a funny. Oh no, Morty, I've turned myself into a sex offender. Morty, I'm a sex offender. Oh jeez, Rick, you're a sex offender now. Morty, they're gonna make me do the Pickle Rick voice in prison showers, Morty. I'm a sex offender, Morty, I'm a sex offender, Rick. Oh god. Oh fucking Jesus. Oh fuck me. Yeah, woman beater and pedophile. Yeah. And this one's on TikTok. Let's watch this one, shall
Google
we?
is free, but fair enough. So, trigger warning for graphic.
Yeah. Right, here we go.
Google is free, but fair enough. So, trigger warning for graphic sexual things, y'all. Here's something to establish that he's just a creep. Ellie from 9 Inch Nails. He sent this to her. And his excuse is that he was drinking. And then it gets worse. Arlo here, I'm not sure if they're pronouns, specifically look at the bottom one. Not gonna lie, I have kinks around what you just said. Them explaining their sexual assault as a child. There's more stuff they added. And this is him texting them in an attempt to get information out of them, like about their ex or something. Very disrespectful of boundaries and all. Now here's the real kicker. Messages to a 16-year-old fan. He uses JK just to say his stupid pedophilic shit. This is under no circumstances, even as a joke, something that a grown-ass man should be saying to a 16-year-old. It's not cute, it's not funny. Austin has a track record of this. As funny as the show may be, no thank you. I do want to put out there, whenever I said that Final Space was put out of commission by Rick and Morty, I mean popularity-wise, I should have made that more clear. I was more referring to the award show where Rick and Morty basically beat Final Space, and Final Space just was not as popular. Even, in my opinion, though it was significantly, better written. The real reason Final Space ended was because of the merger. Rick and Morty didn't actually get it canceled or anything. Popularity does play major roles in whether or not a show is allowed to continue. Just saying.
Well. I'll be putting that in my link as well, and I'll be putting the link to this video in the description too. I mean, that's some pretty fucked up shit. That's some real fucked up shit. And this is where this person kind of gets on the end of my wick too. You have all of my support. Sorry you got Johnny Depped. Even if you did it, I don't give a fuck. You are Rick and Morty. I'll cherish your work and the way you broke the mold. The way you kick-started this new counterculture. Much love. Oh, for fuck's sakes. For fuck's sakes, mate. Now, you know, how can he dismiss this? How can he dismiss this? This is some pretty fucked up shit. I mean, this has been going on even before Rick and Morty. This has been going on before Rick and Morty. I mean, this has been going on for at least, I don't know, probably 10 years. I mean, as far as I'm aware. Don't get me, don't take my word for it, but this is going back way before Rick and Morty. So, yeah, it's pretty bad. It's really fucking bad. It's because he got fired. Justin Roiland got fucking fired. Obviously, you don't read the room, Mango. You don't read the room. He got fired. He got fired because he got arrested and charged for domestic violence and false imprisonment, and he got fired for that. He got fired. Read the room. Yeah, this is pretty bad. I mean, that's just on Twitter. I mean, the subreddit The subreddit says a lot there as well. I mean, subreddit pretty much says it all. As for Rick and Morty, is Rick and Morty finished? Well, we'll have to see. We'll have to see. And if you remember back during the time when Ren and Stimpy was a major thing, I think the creator of Ren and Stimpy was doing some dodgy shit too. You know, the creator of Ren and Stimpy was doing something similar, and he was cancelled into oblivion as well. I mean, he created a toxic work environment, and this was before the sexual allegations, coming to light. He was, he had high standards, and his standards were borderline authoritarian. He would constantly throw away fine drawings until he slightly liked it, and he even told Robin Williams to fuck off, as well as even told Kurt Cobain that he wanted to make the theme. That he wanted Kurt Cobain to make the theme, but he tossed the music sheet out. He was already a controversial figure, if you remember that fucking guy. But yeah, he got even worse. He eventually got cancelled for sexual abuse allegations and creating a toxic work environment back in his day. And this is going the same way as Justin Roiland. It was even when the Boondocks without the creator and the original team, when the Boondocks got made without the original team, they changed, but yeah, I mean, so yeah, Roiland fucked up. Roiland majorly fucked up. And yeah, I heard about the Earthworm Jim. Controversy about the creator making actual transphobic remarks on Twitter. However, I don't take Twitter too seriously. I don't take it way too seriously. Everyone's entitled to an opinion on the internet, but if you think Twitter counts for in real life, then you're dumb to think that. However, that in saying, yeah, I mean, in circumstances, like with Justin Roiland deserves to be cancelled. Justin Roiland deserves to be cancelled, but cancelling someone over a fucking tweet, yeah, not a good call. That's just fucking stupid. But fucking Justin Roiland actually broke laws. He actually, he was grooming minors. He was actually grooming minors, and I think he even raped one. He even fucking raped one. So he actually did something illegal. He did something non-consensual, and he did something fucking illegal. So, I'm actually surprised that the police haven't looked into him even a bit more further, considering the fact that there's allegations now that are coming out about him. I think the police should actually look into Justin Roiland a little bit more now. Because there's a lot of testimonies, and there's a lot of evidence, there's a lot of fucking testimonies, and there's a hell of a lot of it. And I know you're going to turn around and say, but SchmuckuloN, you're buying into the whole Me Too thing. This isn't a Me Too movement thing. This isn't a Me Too movement. This is, this has been going on for years, apparently. I mean, just look at the messages. I mean, yeah, the messages are a little bit out of whack and a little bit out of sync. But at the same time, I think things are going to escalate really bad for Roiland. I think things are going to end very badly for him. But if you think this is gonna spark a Me Too movement on him, well. There is a lot of evidence. There is a lot of fucking evidence that is swaying against him at the moment, especially when it comes to the text messages and him grooming minors, and him grooming young girls. That's even though a couple of them were 18, but that's questionable. Very questionable. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see how this all goes. Anyway, that's it. I'm done with this topic for now. All right, take care, everyone.
State of Florida has asked us to disclose our sexual crimes to you. We were bad, but now we're good. We're moving into your neighborhood. You know we're trying our best to be functioning members of society. We're not here to start no trouble. We're legally required to do the sex offender shuffle.